Welcome to your doom. Shut it and get over here. Massive uppercut!
Hello and welcome to another edition of the JabJab Show. Today I'm reviewing the movie John Wick 2. Now, I'd just like to let you all know I didn't watch this film since it came out of the cinema. I couldn't get around to it, so hence my relative lateness into getting this review to you. So this film is directed by Chad Stahelski. That's how you say his name. He co-directed the first one. His CV's built up a lot of stunt coordinator and fight coordinator roles, so hence the action is very actiony in both these films. Also returning is Keanu Reeves and Ian McShane. Joining them, starring is Ruby Rose, Common, and Laurence Fishburne. So the film story is a continuation of the events of the first film, a lot of which mentioned this one. So it kind of does help benefit if you do watch the original before you watch this one. This chapter 2 is kind of like a book or something, following on. So there's a lot of talk about John Wick's character as being a real tough guy, and he's almost myth-like status amongst all the bad guys and so on. There's a talk at the beginning, and there's various talks about the film between bad guys and even John Wick himself, where the talks is really slowly delivered in dramatic pauses, to give it all its internal logic. So it's as you were really with the storytelling, the characters and so forth. Also feel that they retain the violence, the bloody brutal violence here. There's none of this nonsense they did with, say, Taken 2 and 3 to make it 12A to get more asses on seats, get the founders in and so forth, thus jeopardising the integrity, if you will, of the original. No, you expect to see more people getting shot in the face and more appendages being snapped. But the thing is, even though he's got some business to attend to, he's not some unfeeling killing machine. There's some scenes, some flashbacks, hark back to some of the events of the first film that really affected him. So, he's got some things going on as well. Plus, he's got a new dog. For me, this film retains a lot of the fun and the violence of the original, which for me is a really good thing. I would say about the original, some of the fighting sequences did feel a little too choreographed. Not so much in this film, but they all have kind of a very stylized way of going about the business and so on. It's almost as though these films are aware that they're action films. One particular thing I did like about the film was when John walked into this place and he said a certain phrase to someone at the help desk, and he's then whisked away to a gun room, and then he's being suited up, being measured for a new suit and so forth. It's kind of got me thinking, has anyone been in that situation where, say, you go to like a customer service part of Asda or Toys R Us or somewhere else, when you ask them an innocent question, you were then inadvertently whisked away and you're shown these blueprints or these weapons and so on. Does this ever happen to anyone? Next time you're in these places, just go to the help desk and say, I'm here to do some cleaning, something like that, and just see what happens. And just let me know down below in the comment section, tell me what happens. There's some very good car chases in particular in the first few scenes, and the fist fights are very down and dirty. There's one involving John and the character called Cassian, who becomes his nemesis of sorts. There's one, at one point they kind of tumble down together like down these stone stairs, scrapping like a couple of school kids. You can almost hear fight, 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 and as on the floor writhing about, grunting and groaning. If you cover your eyes, it's almost like you can hear a different film altogether. They even continue fighting on the subway train, which they have to momentarily break off because there's too many passengers on. So they end up just glaring at each other for ages, and when there's enough space, they resume the fight again. Why not? And it's all very fun. Also, there's a fight, towards the end where it's like setting a building full of almost built out mirrors or something. So it must be a nightmare to clean that place. But it's all to serve the film to make it look cool and so forth. Also, there's colour schemes in various underground layers and passages and what have you. It's all very stylized, all very fun. And then there's Laurence Fishburne as well. He's in there. He's in the trailer. He's not in it too much, but he's good value for what he does in the film. So even after saying all that, you might still want to question some of the issues with the logic here. As in, where's the CCTV footage? And why is everyone in the city seems to either be a hitman or a miscreant of some kind? But the film is rattles along at a fair pace. It's too busy having a lot of fun. So I'm going to give John Wick Chapter 2 8 gangster cats out of 10. Yes, I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun watching it. The action's great. I love the characters and so on. It's really good fun. If you like the first one, I feel this is like up there with that film for me anyway. So them's my opinions. What's yours and yours and yours? Just let me know down below in the comment section down there. So my fun questions is basically how do you feel this film fares with the first one, and if there's going to be a sequel, what would the story be for you? And should they cast Carrie Ann Moss in that one? So have Neo, Morpheus, and Trinity in the same film. A bit of more of a reunion and so on, which is would be pretty good in my opinion. So let me know down below all this kind of thing. And what's going on here? Oh yeah, yes, the JabJab show is becoming more interactive now. So I've got these things happening here. So please like, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. Hashtagging and what other youth say nowadays. To do all this business down here. So let's say like, subscribe, comment, and all the rest of it. Tell your friends and everything. And in the words of the new Cyrus, send the word.